Good morning and welcome to this Key Stage 3 thought for the day. Today I'd like to talk to you about mountains. Many of you, I'm sure, have walked or climbed a mountain, whether as part of a school or club activity or even on holiday. Depending on the mountain, it can be a painful, exhausting and unpleasant experience. That is, until you get to the top. As the Chinese proverb suggests, it's worth the effort. And it's only through those challenges that you can learn to appreciate and value what is around you. There are many sayings which include references to mountains, such as, don't make a mountain out of a molehill, have faith and you can move mountains. A mountain can therefore represent any challenge, not just a physical challenge. We all have our own mountains that we face, whether it's a difficult subject in school, friend or family issues, exams, or maybe leaving home to start a new life at university. You can view these challenges as a mountain so big that it seems impossible to do. Some people take what's called an ostrich approach and pretend their mountain doesn't exist at all and will avoid facing it. Some will give up when it gets hard because they doubt their own ability and their self-worth and then say, I didn't want to climb it anyway. Others will panic and worry so much before they even reach the mountain that they're already exhausted. Everyone has a different mountain to face, and a man in Australia called Nick Vujicic has a very different mountain to climb. He's a motivational speaker who's a real inspiration, and I've seen a number of his clips. He has an incredible sense of humour and a positive attitude, which makes him a very talented speaker. There's something else you perhaps should know about him. Nick was born with a rare condition, which means he doesn't have any arms or legs. When Nick decided to become a motivational speaker, he had to cope with 52 rejections from different schools before one agreed for him to go and speak. This school was over 100 kilometres away, so not only did he have to pay someone to drive him there, but he had to pay for a hotel to stop over there so that he could deliver a 5-minute talk to just 5 students. He was incredibly nervous and anxious, and it didn't go particularly well. But he never gave up. He said, if I fail, I try again, and again, and again. Nick overcame every challenge with sheer determination and commitment, and today he has thousands of requests to speak. Here is a short clip from him.
At age 8, I thought that I should commit suicide. Why? Because I didn't have hope. So I tried to give up. At age 10, tried to drown myself in 6 inches or 15 centimeters of water. In my home, I told my dad I just wanted to relax. But really, I wanted to end my life. I had enough.
But it was so hard because people put me down. And I started believing that I was not good enough. I started believing that I was a failure. That I'd never ever be somebody who people would like or people would accept. I couldn't change my circumstance. I couldn't just one day wake up and say, hey, give me arms and legs, I need arms and legs. And I had questions and no answers, and I asked my mum and dad, why did this happen? I asked doctors, why did this happen? They don't know. There are some things in life that are out of your control that you can't change and you got to live with. The choice that we have though is either to give up or keep on going. So what do you do when you fall down? Get back up. Everybody knows to get back up, because if I start walking, I'm not going to get anywhere. But I tell you, there are some times in life where you fall down. You feel like you don't have the strength to get back up. I'm down here, face down, and I have no arms, no legs. It should be impossible for me to get back up, but it's not. You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up. Does that make sense? And it's not the end until you've given up. There's still hope. I'm not here today to tell you that I understand your pain. I don't know how it feels to be abused. I don't know how it feels to feel, quote, fat and you've got an eating disorder. I don't know how it feels to have a broken home. I don't know how it feels. But I know how it feels to have a broken heart. And I know how it feels to be alone. But I just want you to know that it's not the end. It matters how you're going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? You will find that strength to get back up like this.
Nick is now married with children, and you can watch lots of his other YouTube clips if you're interested to learn more. So how do you see your own mountains in front of you? Do you stay at the bottom of the mountain rather than give it a try? Are you scared to try something new? Do you give up if it gets hard? If you stumble, do you pick yourself up or expect someone else to do it for you? You may doubt your own abilities and worth. I think many people do, but don't admit this. Nick believes that his condition is not as limiting as the negative limitations of our own beliefs. He says fear is the biggest disability of all and will paralyse you more than being in a wheelchair. Fear stops you from trying something new because you don't want to fail. There are many times when Nick wanted to give up, and at a desperate low point he even attempted suicide, but fortunately he didn't succeed and now works tirelessly to give hope to others. Instead of focusing on what he doesn't have, he focuses on what he does have. He chooses to feel the fear and do it anyway. And this is good advice. When it looks too hard, try to do it anyway. When you feel like giving up, try to do it anyway. When you doubt yourself, do it anyway. Now, no one should attempt to climb a real mountain without proper planning and preparation. Therefore, we need to prepare ourselves for our own challenges, whether it means planning your work or asking for support from family, friends or teachers. But as all mountain climbers will tell you, it is worth it. Mountains are never going to be easy, but as those who succeed in their challenges will say, a life without mountains is really no life at all. I hope you have a really good weekend.